Hey there, it's Travis Wilburn at Live 30A Real Estate, here to bring you the latest edition of the market report that we have. The reason I do these is to help you win in real estate. Whether you're looking to buy or you're looking to sell, it doesn't really matter. If you're going into it without proper data and information and knowledge, you're doing it blind. So I want to help you win in real estate in 2026 and beyond. In order to do that properly, you can't listen to the news and derive all your information from there. You've got to have proper facts and data. So that's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to share my screen with you as always, give you the data, and then we'll unpack it. So stay tuned.
All right, so I will start up here with active listings. If you can see my chart here on the left, this is the total number of active listings on 30A, and we are finally back under 1,000 listings on 30A, which is very important. So we are down 20% since May, which it hit its peak of 1,237 listings on 30A. And then we're down to just under 1,000 at 997, so a 20% drop. The reason that's important is because the more listings that we have, the more inventory that we have, the more stagnant the market became. Sales were slow and prices began to suffer, and it is a much better buying opportunity and selling opportunity now that listings are under 1,000. The average for the 2019 normal market that we saw most commonly was around 900 listings. So we're coming back down to a more balanced, sustainable market now that we're under 1,000 listings. So that's very positive. All right, let's look at pending listings real quick. So we are down from 106 the previous month to 89 homes that went under contract or went pended. The most likely thing we're looking at here is that this is a metric for November, and we only really had 1 month here, which was Thanksgiving week, or excuse me, 1 week here, which was Thanksgiving week, where we had people in town. So we had vacationers, we had buyers in town, and we had things that were selling. The other 3 weeks, it was basically a ghost town on 30A. So my assumption is that the less pended listings here is because we just didn't have any people in town. All right, number 3 is absorption rate. We have a 25% decrease from May when it hit its peak at 16.5 down to where we are now at 12.42. Absorption rate, in very simple terms, is it's an inverted measure. What does that mean? That means that the higher it goes, the slower the market is. And the lower it goes, the faster the market is. And so in COVID, the famous example of when it got down to basically 1 month, this number was 1. Right now it's 12.42. We got down to 1 and just below that even. And that's why you would see a home come on the market and get 10 offers in the first 2 hours, because the lower it goes, the faster the market's going. All right, sale to list ratio. We went from 93.3 to 94.3. So we gained a percentage point in sell to list ratio, which basically means that there's less negotiation happening overall as properties begin to be priced better and buying activity begins to pick up. Days on market. I like to look at the median days on market. Average days on market is useful also, but the median takes out some of those outliers. So median days on market right now for November is 110 days. It was 107 the same time last year, so basically unchanged. And if you look here at the average days on market, it's 130 days. So that's probably calculating some outliers with 600 days on market that's driving it up a bit higher. The next one I want to look at is solds overall for 30A for the year. So if you look at this table here on the left, this is sold listings for all of 30A for the year. We had 25% more sold listings in November of 25 than we did in 2024. So this market, this is the same as it's been the last couple months. It's been ahead of pace. It's beginning to gain momentum and spool up. And so I've had people asking me for years now, buyers, when should we buy? When should we buy? It's staring you in the face at this point. This is the best buying opportunity that I have seen in the last 4 to 5 years. But it's gaining momentum and it's starting to pick up traction and go towards the seller's advantage, though certainly negotiation is still happening for buyers, but it's trending away from the advantages for buyers. And if we look here at the table on the right, this is pending listings for the month and for the year. If you look at November 25 versus 24, we had 12.7% more pended listings in November of 25 than we did in 24. So you have a market, again, that is gaining momentum, not losing momentum, and you're headed into an environment in 2026 where you're going to have possibly, almost definitely, more rate cuts that are on the horizon, which will cause this to gain even more steam. So if you are a buyer, this is, like I said, the best buying opportunity that I've seen in the last 4 to 5 years, but the advantages are fading every single month because there's less homes in the market, they're selling faster, and rates are dropping. So they're being absorbed by the market. If you are a buyer, you have the ability to do it, I would buy now. And if you're a seller, my opinion is that spring is going to be a very, very good time for you to list. We're going to have potentially 2 more rate cuts in Q1 of 2026, maybe 3 rate cuts by the time April rolls around, and we've got a market that's picking up steam. So I would do all the renovations that you need to do now in this off season over the next 2 to 3 months. If you need recommendations for vendors to handle repairs in your house or renovations, I'm more than happy to provide those. Just let me know.
All right, there you have it. That is the latest market report that we have. If this video was helpful for you, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next month. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. God bless you and your family.